Finally, camera. It has arrived! Look how beautiful it is. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. It is so pretty and shiny. Like, oh my god, look at that sticker. And look at those shades inside of it. Oh my god. For transparency's sake, camera, I have already used some shades in this palette. The rest I haven't. But I've tried this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, that shade, that shade. I'm going to be playing with it more, but oh my god, the shades so far that I've tried are beautiful. Pat McGrath on her website, she often does these preset looks and she gives you detailed instructions. So I'm going to be trying 2 of the looks that she actually has created that go along with this palette. So I'm going to be doing a look that is called Fuchsia Shock and then a look called Saturnalia. So I'll walk through it all while I'm actually playing with it. So let's get started. First look I'm going to do is the Fuchsia Shock one. I've just used the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Primer. I'm using the shade Medium. This is the original one that came out with. I love it. So like you can see, just blanked out my lid. And now for the first part of Fuchsia Shock, I'm going to go in with the Fuchsia Shock shade, which is this one. Yes, that one. And that's going to be swept all over the lid. Look at that though. This probably won't work as how it's supposed to be intended on the website. I'm just kind of taking my liberties with it. But I'm really liking the way that this shade, Fuchsia Shock, is looking all over the lid right now. Like, look at that. Like, wow. So yeah, so I've just extended that out a bit into a wing type thing on the side. And now, for the next part of this look, you have to use a small detailed flat brush. I'm going to go in with this slightly smaller brush compared to the, so this is what I just used. I'm going to go in with this pencil brush now. And I'm going to be going in with the shade Smoked Amethyst, which is this shade here. And I'm going to be using this to define the socket, as well as the outer corner, and extend it into a wing. I mean, I'm probably not following what this is supposed to be, but it looks pretty. So now I'm going to go back in with the shade Fuchsia Shock on a really small detailed brush, and I'm going to be doing the innermost corner half of the eye along the lower lash line. And then on the outer half, I'll be using Smoked Amethyst to blend it into the wing part. On the lid, on this top part, I'm going to be going in with the shade Cosmic, which is this shade here, and I'm going to be packing that all over the lid. Part 6, or thing 6, which is highlight the inner corner with Dragonfly, which is this shade, and then highlight the brown bone with Luda Champagne, which is this shade. So I'm going to be going in with this on the inner corner, and then that shade will be up on the brow bone area. And then after that, I'll be using the Dark Star mascara and then putting on some lashes, and then that'll be look 1 done, and then we move on to look number 2, which is Saturnalia. And then big fluffy brush. This is a Stargem Cosmetics brush. Woo! This is the crystalline brushes. They have come back. Now you can buy just not only the eye brushes, but they've also brought back the face brushes, which I love the face brushes. This is the actual makeup itself for the first look, which is called Fuchsia Shock, is it? Is it Fuchsia Shock? Fuchsia Shock, sorry. So this is the Fuchsia Shock look. This might not be exactly how Pat intended it, but I'm loving how it looks. So I'm going to come back after doing the Dark Star Mascara, and on this eye I'm going to either use these a bit more calmed down lashes or these ones. I'm not sure yet. I think I'm more going to go with these because I want to show off really like all of this. So I'll be back camera with this on, and then I'll quickly show you that, and then we'll start on look number 2. This is the look now. I've come back, I've put on some falsies, I put on the Dark Star Mascara, I've got Dark Star along the lower and upper lashes. This is the Fuchsia Shock look, and now let's go into Saturnalia. I'm going to use this little brush, and I'm first going in with the shade Smoked Amethyst, and that is being packed on the inner and outer third of the eye. And then the edge of it will be blended with the shade Venomous Void, which is this shade. Now that I've done that, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Obsidian eyeliner pencil and smudge that along the waterline, and then on top of that I'll be packing Smoked Amethyst, which is what I use for the first shade. It does actually ask for the Permagel liner from Pat McGrath, I just don't own it, so... Now I'm going in with the shade Saturnalia, and that'll be pressed all over the lid. This shade here is Saturnalia. That is going to be pressed all over the lid. And then right in the center of that, I'll be layering Cosmic, which is this shade. So yes, I'll be putting that all over the lid, and then that will be pressed in the center to intensify it. And then after that, it'll be Dark Star and lashes. So let's go. So this isn't actually said in the thing, but I'm not really the happiest with how Smoked Amethyst is working with Cosmic, so I'm just going to go back with Amethyst, Smoked Amethyst on this brush and kind of intensify it a little bit more. I'm just going to go in with this brush and just blend the edges. I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of Venomous Void on the end of the brush and just blend those edges back together. Bring a little bit more of that purple that's supposed to be smoking out Smoked Amethyst. This eye is pretty much done. I'm just going to go in with good old Dark Star Mascara, and I'll use the same lashes like I use on this side, match it to that. And then I'll be coming back. I also will probably put on some Pat McGrath lipsticks. I love it. They're purples. I've got the shade Antidote as well as the shade Faux Pas. They're both beautiful. I love them both. I'll probably go with Antidote rather than Faux Pas, just because I like the bit of the darker purple. So, like I said, I'll be back after doing the mascara and lashes, and I'll apply this. And then I'll discuss my last thoughts with what these are looking like. I mean, you can see they're beautiful and stuff, so... But yes, I'll be back in a second. I'm back, looking fabulous. I'm loving the way that these are. This look I would recreate, but in this shape, because I prefer the shape of this much more compared to the rounded. But I just wanted to do a bit of a different one. But this is the Fuchsia Shock look, and this is Saturnalia. I also just used, like I said, a Pat McGrath lipstick. I went in with this shade here. This is the shade Antidote. It is beautiful, absolutely stunning, beautiful shade. So this is my looks using the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. Oh, they're so pretty. I've used almost every shade in this palette now. I'm loving them all. I've used shimmers, I've used mattes, and they are so much fun to play with. This isn't a full review. This is a kind of between a review and a first impressions, because I have used some of the shades before. But yes, I am absolutely in love with both of these. I'd have to say this is my personal favourite because I just love the way that that purple from the Smoked Amethyst is showing through. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I hope you like the bits that I created. This is a cool little thing. I might do another video or two doing similar things where I'm following a Pat McGrath designed look that is for this palette and recreate them, because I loved this. This is great fun. Yes. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you ever want to. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.